I think that they are brothers and sisters. I mean, that's what makes this war very painful. And I know it's painful. I know that Putin did not want to go to war. You know, there were some pushing him to do it in 2014. The Donbass would have had him come in 2014. And maybe he should have. But he didn't want to. And I think he did it very reluctantly because these are brothers and sisters. I mean, if you look at a Ukrainian and a Russian, you can't tell the difference between them. I mean, and many Russians speak Ukrainian, many Ukrainians speak Russian. It's a tragedy what's happening. And I hope the war ends, and I hope there's some fair resolution to it, and that there will be some unity at some point.
Okay. What do you think, what do you feel about the people all around? Locals?
I mean, I love them. These are very, as we say in English, salt of the earth. You know, these are very, I hate to say this, but I mean, some people said it does. They said we're simple people. You know, these are workers. These are, you know, just people who want to live and want peace, and they deserve that. And I think the West and NATO should stop funding this war, and it would end. It should never have happened. The U.S. could have prevented it from happening through very minor concessions. And then there was a peace agreement in March of 2022 that could have been reached. And the U.S. and Britain scuttled that. So, you know, all this is unnecessary. And, you know, when you see the people here, all you can do is wish them the best and wish them peace and hope.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Speak very openly about this. Because why? The Soviet Union played two critical roles in the world. It defeated the Nazis, and it also led the anti-colonial struggle. Supported all the anti-colonial struggles. The U.S. opposed every anti-colonial struggle. I mean, ironically, the U.S. had an anti-colonial revolution, and then we went on to oppose others who wanted to have anti-colonial struggles. The Soviet Union supported those things. And I was glad to see that Putin, for example, hosted the meeting of the different Palestinian groups, trying to unite them. I think those are positive things. Those are positive things that Russia, Russia and the Soviet Union, have played in the world. And of course, Russia, before the Soviet Union, supported the American Revolution, supported the Union in the Civil War. It got rid of serfdom before the U.S. got rid of slavery. It's been a progressive force. And I love Russia for that reason. It was the first country to have a socialist revolution. And, it has made a mark on history. And the U.S. will not forgive it for that. And of course, as the great Marshal Zhukov said, it will never forgive the Soviet Union for overthrowing the Nazism. And of course, the U.S. has supported Nazism ever since World War II. And right-wing dictatorships in Latin America and other places in the world, so that's the part of the history that I really respect. And I carry that with me, and I try to teach my children about that and my students. And it breaks my heart when you see people now engaged in revisionist history, minimizing the Soviet role in World War II. I saw the flag on the highway, the flag, the replica of the one that was hung over the Reichstag. That is my flag. That is my flag is the crimson flag. And, I carry that in my heart every day.
That's so great. Your feelings about the people, about what you think about elections, they are free or not?
I mean, look, I've only been on the ground for half a day, so it's hard for me to say, but I have spoken to a few people. I think they spoke freely to me. They said that they felt free to vote. I feel like people from what I can tell, feel free to vote. I mean, look, I think what the West doesn't understand is that Kharkov and the other regions, and I've been to the other regions, I've been to Donetsk twice, you know, they were the heart of Russia and the Soviet Union. You know, they have a kinship with Russia since Catherine the Great. And, you know, to just pretend that they've always been part of something called Ukraine is not true. And so it makes sense that people here would want to go back to Russia, especially given everything that's happening. You know, so again, at least my anecdotal, you know, perception is that people feel excited to vote. I guess the voter turnout so far has been very good with early voting, something over 50%. Well, that says something, you know. People were lined up here at 7 a.m. to vote, even though it didn't open till 8. So that says something. Again, I don't want to draw too big of conclusions because that wouldn't be fair, and I try to be fair. But I certainly think that things are not as the West portrays. Let's put it that way.